friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today we're going to dig through my trash. These are all of the hair, skincare, makeup related things that I've used up in the last 4 or so months. I feel like I do these types of videos 3 or 4 times a year. I just kind of wait until my bag here is overflowing. I even have things not in the bag because I probably should have done this weeks ago. But we're just going to talk about what I used up, what I thought about the product that I totally used up, if I would repurchase it again, all that good stuff. I really like doing these kinds of videos. Sometimes it reminds me that I wanted to repurchase something that I forgot about. Sometimes it just helps me reflect on, yeah, I actually didn't love that. And it also could just be helpful for you if you were interested in any of these and got to hear my full thoughts after I've completely used something up. So yeah, without further ado, let's just hop into it. This look is filmed, by the way. It's part of my 3 Looks 1 palette with the Kaleidos Escape Pod. If you haven't seen it, you can go check out that video. All right, let's just hop into it, shall we? I'm not gonna go in any particular order because it's a mess in here. I do have 2 makeup wipes. Usually I have a lot more, but I've transitioned to not really using makeup wipes at all, and I don't even have any other packs on deck. Now that I've used these up, I've just switched to using just makeup removers in general. If I do use makeup wipes, and that's what I use these for, were to wipe swatches off of my arm or something like that, or wipe makeup off my hands, anything like that. I haven't used makeup wipes on my face in a very long time. They're not the best thing for your face. I would recommend switching to a makeup remover, or even like one of those makeup erasers or a face halo. I haven't tried those yet myself, but they're definitely more environmentally friendly and usually better for your skin. But this first one was the Pacifica Purify Facial Cleansing Wipes. They were fine. They took my makeup off. I didn't notice any irritation like on my arm or fingers. They were fine. I don't really have much else to say other than that. The other one is the Burt's Bees Micellar makeup removing towelettes is what they're called. I liked these as well. I probably liked these a little bit more than the Pacifica ones. I feel like they did a little bit better of a job of taking off makeup, but again, I didn't use these on my face, so I can't tell you if they burned my eyes or anything, but they seem to work fine on my arm and hands. But these aren't really things that I'm looking to repurchase. Like I said, I've transitioned away from them. I have 2 Olaplex No. 3s. I started using this back, I think, mid-March, and I love this. I use the Olaplex No. 3 treatment every other time I wash my hair. I personally wash mine every 4 to 6 days, just depending on the week. I usually load it up in my hair. I let it sit for at least an hour, and then I go in and shampoo and condition. You do use this before you shampoo. It's an amazing treatment. Olaplex helps protect and rebuild broken bonds in the hair. I feel like it's vital to be using Olaplex in some way, whether you make sure your stylist uses it on you in the salon or you have the take-home products to use at home. It also works fabulous if your hair is completely virgin. There's nothing bad about that product in my opinion. I see it work miracles and it makes my hair feel super soft. I just realized I was getting really short. My chair shrunk on me. Sorry if I just like was slowly falling down there. I think the only other hair care product I have is my Verb Ghost shampoo. This is the liter size. I love this shampoo. It's my #1 favorite right now. I have a whole other one in my shower right now, as well as another Olaplex No. 3, by the way. I use this in the salon on most of my guests. I use it on myself pretty much every single time I wash my hair. It's sulfate free, it is color safe, it's super weightless, it makes my hair feel so soft. I love the Ghost shampoo. The Ghost conditioner is fabulous as well, but I tend to use a purple conditioner to help keep my hair nice and toned. But this is my favorite shampoo of all time, and it has been for quite a while. A couple more skincare items. I went through my Drunk Elephant TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. This is a chemical exfoliator. It helps retexturize your skin. It has 12% AHA, BHA. I've been using this for years and I've been absolutely loving it. And while I do want to repurchase it, I might actually not. I know I've always said that I don't want to drift away from my Drunk Elephant stuff that I know and love. However, this is so expensive and I'm trying really hard to save a lot of money right now. So I instead purchased the overnight exfoliating treatment from The Ordinary. It's 10% AHA BHA, and so far it seems to be doing pretty much the same job. So I don't know if I'll be repurchasing this. I know it's a sad day. I've been a Drunk Elephant lover forever, even back when I was like so poor. I made it happen. I love this product, but I think I found a cheaper alternative. I will keep updating you. I've only been using it a few weeks now, but so far so good. This is the Pixi Vitamin C Juice Cleanser. I really liked this. I liked the applicator because I just used one of my reusable cotton rounds. I pumped the product on it and it just helped kind of freshen up my skin. I liked to use this specifically if I washed my face in the morning and then went many hours in the day and then decided I was ready to film. I would sometimes use this on a cotton round just to re-cleanse my skin quickly. before going in with like moisturizer and makeup and all that stuff. I felt like this was just a good boost in the middle of the day. I really like this cleanser. I don't think I'm gonna repurchase it because I don't need it, but it was nice to have when I had it. This one is the Pharmacy Clean Bee Cleanser. I kept this in my shower and simply just used this as my cleanser when I was taking like a morning shower. Sometimes I take them in the morning, sometimes I take it at night. When I was taking them in the morning, this was my morning cleanser. It was fine, it did the job, it made my skin feel nice, but I don't think I'm gonna run out and purchase it because I have other cleansers I really like. I think I got this in a BoxyCharm. Maybe I got it as a gift from a friend. I can't quite remember, but I don't think I'm gonna repurchase it. It wasn't a bad product. I just don't need it either. I only have 2 more skincare products, so let's just get those out of the way. This is one of the Milk Makeup Cooling Eye Patches. I actually have a few more of these because I got sent a little box of them from Milk Makeup. I don't remember how I felt about these because it's been a while since I've used them. I don't really reach for things like eye patches. I have some from Pixi as well and I just forget to use them. I need to be more diligent and like actually use the ones I have and see if I like what they do. I'm sure they were fine. I don't remember anything negative coming from them, but I don't remember like what all they did for me. So I'm gonna have to keep using the ones I have. I'm undecided if I would repurchase them. Most likely not, just because it's something I don't think about using very often, but there's that. I forgot about those, frankly. And the last skincare item is this Drunk Elephant Eye Serum. I loved this little guy. Do you see how tiny this is? This came like as a bonus sample when I bought something else. I've been using this since the beginning of September and I finished this like 2 or 3 weeks ago. This has lasted me forever. It lasted like half a year for this little guy. Part of me wants to buy the full size just because I know it would last me forever, but then the other part of me is like it would probably get very expired by the time I could even finish it. If I had a way to purchase something with a sample that I also needed the other thing of, I would probably get this again. I don't think I'll spend the money on the full size even though I love this so much, just because I'm really worried I wouldn't get my money's worth out of it before it went bad. But I did really like this. It did great things for my under eyes. I felt like my concealer and things like that started performing really well after I started using this. I haven't noticed anything negative since I stopped, but we will just have to see. If I start seeing a lot of negative things happening with my under eye region, I might have to go back and repurchase this. But until then, I'm happy with just using my e.l.f. one that I have. I have another one from Pixi that I'm liking, but this one has been my favorite so far. I'm just undecided if I'm willing to spend the money on it again or not. All right, let's just move on to lashes before we get into makeup because I have a lot of lashes. This was a pair from Rouge and Rogue. They were Lady Killer. I really like those lashes. I don't know if I'll repurchase them. I will repurchase more Rouge and Rogue lashes eventually once I run out of the lashes that I have. I have a lot of lashes right now. I do like Rouge and Rogue lashes a lot. I don't know if I'll buy Lady Killer again specifically, but I also might. It just depends on how I'm feeling when I'm shopping. I do like these lashes a lot though. They're very winged out, they're big, they're fluffy. I like Rouge and Rogue's quality. I like the component that it's in. I think it's really cute. And yeah, that's all I can really say. From my favorite lash brand, Bold Face Makeup, I have 2 empty Thrill Seekers here. I love Thrill Seeker. It's one of my absolute favorites lashes ever, like of all time. I've gone through so many Thrill Seekers. They're very fluffy, they're spiky, they're huge. I love them. I went through 2 of them. I don't have another one on deck right now, but next time I make a purchase from Bold Face Makeup, I'll definitely throw one of these in the cart because they're just amazing. 99% sure these are the lashes I wore on my wedding day, but I can't remember. That was months ago. That's all a blur at this point. I have this pair from Alter Ego. They are the Flare lashes. These ones were okay. They just started to get a little too flimsy where I was having trouble like really sticking them down. They're definitely not my favorite lashes I've ever used as far as like the lash in general, not even just about the style, but just the lash quality. It's not my favorite. They're just a bit small for me. I think if you like smaller lashes, these are gonna be more the way to go. And it's funny because I think to some people these would still be quite large, but for me these are just so teeny tiny. It's not my preference. They were cute, but definitely not something I would probably purchase again, like ever. These ones were from ColourPop. They were the Bay lashes, part of the Valentine's collection. Again, they were cute, they were wispy, they were like kind of spiky, but they were just so small. Not my favorite. I felt like the band was also very flimsy, which might be easy to use if you're a very beginner, but something about them made it really hard for me to stick them down. I had to work with them a little bit. They weren't like super easy for me to apply. I don't know, they just weren't my favorite lashes. I definitely wouldn't get these again. These were my Estico cassette lashes. I've been wearing these so much lately. They're huge and spiky and dramatic. I loved these. I would 1000% repurchase them again, but I think these were exclusive to the subscription box for May, if I'm thinking correctly. I did get sent these in PR. I loved them so much. I used them until they died. I would 100% buy these again, but I don't think they exist anymore. But I am excited to see what other lashes Estico has to offer. I am on their PR list now, and they're sending me their monthly subscription lashes. I have 2 more from them in my drawer already, and I have some more on their way to me, I think, for June. I'm gonna be selling lashes for a while, but these lashes in particular really impressed me. I loved the quality. They were super easy to apply, and they were super big. Estico also has some that are more for like the natural side, but I'm definitely more on the dramatic side as far as lash preference goes. Oh, I have another alter ego one here. I should have mentioned it before. These were the Amore lashes. I did like these ones a little bit more than the Flare, but again, they were just really small. They weren't my favorites. I didn't have a bad time with them. They weren't hard to apply, but they're small. I don't think I would go out of my way to purchase these. Again, I think someone that likes small lashes would absolutely love them, but for me, they're just a little too subtle. And that's it for lashes. We made it through that. I went through so many lashes in the last like 4 or so months. I don't even know how long ago it's been since I did my last Empties video, but I've gone through some lashes. I wear lashes pretty much every day. They're one of my favorite parts about doing my makeup. I do not like my natural lashes at all. They're very short and straight, and they don't look cute. I literally can't make them look cute, so lashes are the way to go for me. I am a huge fan. I have 2 Juno & Co microfiber sponges that just kind of reached the end of their time. I just feel like it gets to a point where like I realize how long I've been using a specific sponge, and I feel like I can only clean it so many times before it's probably time to just say goodbye. So I went through 2 of these. I love the microfiber sponges. They actually added me to their PR list super recently and sent me a whole bunch of new sponges, so I'm gonna be set on sponges for a while. I'm already using a microfiber sponge in front of me. I love these sponges and I will never stop using them. I'm a microfiber sponge person. I have an old Smashbox lid primer in light that I totally went through. It's my favorite eyeshadow primer. I just think it works fabulously. My shadows look very vibrant on top of it and they blend out super nicely. Obviously, I went through this whole one. I've gone through probably 2 or 3 of them at this point. I do already have another one. It was actually a gift from a subscriber, which was super sweet. Guys, do not feel pressured to gift me anything, but I am so appreciative, even just you thinking of me. Yes, I already have another one, and I will probably continue to repurchase it until the end of time. I love this eyeshadow primer. I have 2 House of Lashes lash glues in here. Again, I wear a lot of lashes. I go through a lot of lash glue. This is my #1 favorite lash glue ever. I've been using it for years. I already have another one. I will always have one on backup. Once I open a new one, I usually place an order for another one just so I always have some when I run out, because that would be a very sad day if I ran out and just didn't have lash glue. Very dramatic, I know, but I love my lashes. But yeah, House of Lashes lash glue, it's my favorite forever. I went through a Freck. Yes, it is this small. This is the full size. I love Freck though. I will probably continue to repurchase this as I run out of it because it's my favorite freckle product. I already did a video on my channel where I compared all of my freckle products, and yes, this is the most expensive. Yes, it's the least amount of product for your money, but it is my favorite. I do currently have the Freck XL, which is like 2.5 times the amount of product. It is a little bit more expensive, but it's definitely more worth the money than the small one. That one's not always available. It's like a limited edition kind of thing they bring back every so often. I will always try to purchase that one if I can, but if not, I will bite the bullet and buy this one because it is my favorite freckle product. I don't use it every day. I try to cycle through all of my freckle products just so I get good use out of everything and I don't blow all of my money on that little guy, but it is my favorite and I will always probably have one on deck. Very dramatic for freckles, I know. It's not that deep for most of you, but I love freckles. It's just the cutest thing. I have an Anastasia Dip Brow Gel. This one is in the shade Medium Brown. I loved this for the longest time. I preached about this. I think this is my 2nd one. It was my absolute favorite for adding little fibers into the brows, filling them in, giving them that shape. I loved this. It was my one-stop shop for brow products. I didn't use anything else. And then I was running out of this and I decided to make a purchase on Glossier's website for the Boy Brow. That's what I'm wearing now. That has totally taken this one's place. I like that the brush is smaller. I feel like it gels my brows into its shape a little bit better. And I like the color of it a little bit better. I don't think I'll buy this one again. I think I'm liking the Glossier one more, but who knows? I'm not saying never to that one, but most likely not. I went through a NYX Epic Ink liner. It's pretty much my favorite liquid liner of all time. I've been using this for years now. I already have another one. This is another product where once I notice I'm getting kind of low on it, I go ahead and buy another one just so it's there for me. I don't use winged liner every day, but I do usually at least kind of clean up where my lashes are so that I don't see glue spots on my lids. And I just love this one. I think it's fantastic. It is a brush tip, but I feel like the way it's pointed acts like a felt tip, although this one's like very frayed and crazy because I just shoved it in here willy-nilly. I love this liner. It doesn't transfer on me. It doesn't leak if my eyes get watery. It stays nice and black. Forever my favorite, and it's super affordable. I went through this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara that I had sitting around. This used to be my #1 favorite mascara back in the day, but now I don't really care about mascara. I don't think I could tell you a #1 favorite. Maybe the Milk Kush one, but I don't really care because I rarely rock my natural lashes, but I did use this one up. I doubt I'll repurchase it again just because I don't care that much. I'll probably always just repurchase a cheaper option. And I also went through this NYX sample of the On the Rise mascara. I liked it just fine. It didn't transfer. Pretty much what a mascara has to do for me to be happy is be nice and black and not transfer on my skin throughout the day if I get hot. That's pretty much it. And these ones did just that. They were fine. I don't see myself running out and having to purchase them because it's not that big of a deal to me. As long as I have a mascara that does the job, that's all I really care about. It doesn't have to necessarily be those. I went through this Pixi Eye Define Waterline Black Retractable Eye Pencil. I really liked this one. It's nice and black. It didn't really transfer too bad. If I had super watery eyes, sometimes it would melt. I typically use a black eye pencil simply to tight line my upper waterline to help my lashes blend in a little bit better. But really any transfer proof black eye pencil is going to do the trick. I wouldn't be opposed to having this again, but I also have some others that I prefer more, like the Milk Makeup Boss. That's my absolute favorite. It's the blackest. It's my favorite black eye pencil. I could rave about that one forever, but it's not that serious. It's just a black eyeliner, but that one was fine. It's not the best black eye pencil I've ever used either. I'm very neutral about it. I finally went through this e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I bought this because everyone was raving about it and I absolutely hated it on my under eyes. It is way too drying for me. I have the hardest time blending it out. So when I decided I hated it for my under eyes, I didn't want it to go to waste, so I just used this as my brow concealer. I used it with an angled brush just to clean up under my brows. It's taken me a very long time. I think I've had this about a year now, but I'm finally through with it. It's gone. It's done. I'm just going to use whatever concealer I'm using on my eyes for my brows now, but this fulfilled its purpose. I got use out of it even though I hated it. I went through this Pop Beauty Flash Shadow in Cosmic Confetti. I didn't realize how low it was getting until I went to use it in a video and realized, oh, I don't have enough product in this. I need to use something else. But this was really pretty. It's mostly silver tone, but it has kind of flecks of different colors in it. I can't even swatch it for you because it is so dried out and just done. It's empty. I use this up. I wouldn't be opposed to having this again, but I also don't use liquid glitter eyeshadows every day like I used 2 years ago, so I don't really need another one. I'm fine with just what I have. But this was beautiful. I enjoyed using it. I got full use out of it. And finally, last product, this is my Lime Crime Software Blush in the shade Zip. This is a cream blush. It looks like this. I do have a teeny bit of product on the edges, but it was too hard for me to pick up, so I'm just considering this gone. I have significant pan in this one. I loved this blush for such a long time when I initially got it. I thought this formula was amazing, and while I still don't think it's bad, it's definitely not even close to my favorite anymore. This blush is more of a matte finish and it dries down to being like a powder finish, and that was great I feel like when I was a beginner with cream products, but now that I'm very into cream products and extremely into very dewy makeup, this just isn't my preference anymore. I like more of a satiny, creamy liquid blush rather than something like this that's going to be matte. I do know they make a glowy version of these blushes. Maybe one day I will try it out, but in the meantime, I don't think I'll really be buying any of these again. I did like the color. It was a very soft, neutral pink. It was very easy to wear with pretty much anything. I like the little component. It's super small, but I don't think I will be getting that one again. All right, that was my garbage. What did you think of this video? Have you tried any of these things that I talked about today? Do you use any of these up consistently like I do? You'll definitely see repeats in these videos as I do them each time, just because there's certain products I stick with forever, like my Thrill Seeker lashes and my sponges. I feel like those are always in this video, and my lash glue, I always have lash glue in this video. But I like doing these videos. It's fun to just kind of reminisce on what I've used up. It's really I don't know, it makes me feel good to see that I'm using up products. I actually have a lot of makeup products that I'm close to finishing, and I was trying to hold off on this video until then, but it just got to the point where this bag was just overflowing. It was spilling all the time, and I was like, today's the day to film it. Let's take out the garbage. I do have a link in my description box on ways you can help with the Black Lives Matter movement. It's a Google document that I didn't make, but I found it online, and it's super helpful. It has lots of petitions, places to donate, ways to protest, just it's full of information. Please sign petitions, donate if you can, protest if you're able to. We need to be using our voice in this time and trying to make a difference in the world. Anyways, if you made it to the end of this video, leave me an emoji relating to hygiene, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's BeautBean. Follow me there. I post every single day. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.